This is Vince Reilly, the internet's stranger music nerd. Imagine a group that's been together for nearly 50 years and nobody still knows who they are. Imagine a band with a large international following but plays and sings intentionally out of key. Imagine a vocalist who sounds either like Kermit the Frog or Tom Waits with his throat cut. Imagine a rock band whose most enduring image is top hat and tails and enormous eyeballs for heads. Imagine a debut album back in 1971 covering pop songs like These Boots Are Made for Walking, and then to seamlessly shift through rock and roll, schmaltzy jazz, pseudo chamber opera, and from start to finish are superlatively experimental and comically strange, covering an enormous sonic range with brass, electric guitars, eastern percussion, honky-tonk piano, a train rolling, a woman weeping. How about wow or what the fuck? I first heard The Residents when I was about 16, when a friend recorded and handed me a tape of Meet the Residents. I put it on. And I reached out to stop it immediately, shouting, "This is fucking awful." "I do know what you mean," my goofy friend explained indignantly. "But actually, Vince, I rather like it." Some 3 months later, I was just about to tape over the recording, but priding myself on being musically open, thought I'd give it one last try with open ears and listen to it to the end, by which time, actually, I was hooked. Once I got over the plain weirdness of it, I realised I was facing an entirely new and unique sensibility. This was a sound at the very edge of comprehension, even sanity, but the emotional tone of the music felt right somehow. Rather like Scott Walker or David Sylvian, what makes The Residents so strange and original is that it's not actually avant-garde in the classical sense, but remains rock music played with a core setup of bass, electric guitars, drums, a singer, and it's rarely discordant or free of a defined rhythm. Also, for music that's so odd, it's amazingly accessible, engaging, catchy, and sometimes even quite cute, or at least to me. At a time when bands like Pink Floyd or Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention were seen as weirdness incarnate, The Residents came along and said, no, this is weird. And nearly 50 years later, it's still weird. The Residents are a living testimony to commercial success resulting from extreme difference to the mainstream and complete indifference to compromise. But I suspect that for its members, what they were doing seemed perfectly normal, and that their background was, like Barry Humphries, in fine art. So it would be a mistake to judge them as highly weird rock, but instead to approach it as performance art. And let's face it, performance art is always weird. I got to see them in 1983 at the then sold-out 5,000-seater Hammersmith Odeon in London. I arrived at the concert wearing coattails, an enormous silk white bow tie and eyes on springs, only to find much of the audience far more weirdly dressed. One man looked straight from the office in a tie, shirt and suit jacket, but from the waist down wore red silk panties, fishnets and black stilettos. Another entirely white from hair to shoes. The Residents played behind walls of gauze dressed as mummies, and I sat back fully at home. I thank you for listening, welcome any comments, and The Residents. In a world of eager to please mediocrity, I've made this short film to remind us of the now nostalgic importance of extremities.